Mhm. So, I'm sure most of you know that we had our first brain-computer interface symposium Friday and Saturday, uh, and was really an interesting and fun experience. As you can see, we really packed the New York Academy of Medicine. Here you see the main auditorium during one of the first sessions. We had 34 speakers, bunch of different sessions, some overlapping, a few panels. We had patients. There were leaders from the neurotech industry. There were quite a few members of the press. Here are some pictures. This is Chris and David with their patient Kate Adler, who has a VNS in place. That was a really great session. And here you see Ian Burkhart, one of the first recipients of a brain-computer interface, together with Ashley Kaput from CNBC. It was a riveting half hour they spent on stage. And these were some of the highlight talks. Doug Weber from Carnegie Mellon gave a really fantastic overview of the field. Dan Rubin of the clinical trials and Alex Morgan gave a mind-bending overview of what it's like to be a venture capitalist with an interest in neurotech, as well as Mariska coming all the way from Utrecht to present on other things. Of course, one of the reasons we did this is the fact that we have such a concentration of the world's leading experts at Sinai. It's still a small field, but it's growing rapidly. Um, and the reason that I wanted to do this symposium in the first place was to see if we can establish Mount Sinai as a global leader in this area uh, with intent. So we'll be following up on this meeting and doing it in the future, but also trying to expand on our activities with the strategy of sort of developing a real center of excellence and center of gravity for BCI in the country. Another highlight was having these world's experts all in one session. Here being interviewed by a very well-known reporter named Sarah McBride from Bloomberg. To me, the highlight of the whole meeting was actually Ben and Tom sharing the stage and sharing and contrasting their different visions of what the future of BCI is, how they are they're quite different, but also quite complementary. And then what might have been the most important session here were these two individuals. This is David McMullen. He is the director of the neurological devices unit for the FDA. He has a big team under him, and he is the one who his group basically decides what devices get approved and when and for what. And then a fantastic talk by TJ Tony Sutphin, who is the leader of Centers for Medicaid Services for new devices. And he gave an absolutely illuminating talk about how they decide when to pay for devices that are both reasonable and necessary. So absolutely fascinating. This has been a labor of love with so much work from the engineers, Dr. Turner Baker, Joe Borello, Eden, um, and then the other engineers and Acquia, um, as well as our incredible communication team. Maggie really has led the meeting here, but also a lot of help from a lot of different people. So it was a really good meeting. Some of you came. I saw one or two attendings. I saw Ray there. I saw a couple of residents. I hope next year you'll get a chance to participate. Um, so that was really wonderful. I wanted to congratulate Chris for receiving this year's Cullman Family Award. This is an award that you can't be nominated for. You get it if your Press Ganey scores for your outpatient work are in the top 5%. And Chris is the neurosurgeon who won it this year. Here's a list of the previous winners. The only one I see who's won it twice is Raj Shrivastava, who won it, and also Leslie won it last year. And then you could see Reed, Costas, Cal, and Isabel have also won it. So this is a really prestigious and meaningful award. And finally, I wanted to congratulate Alex. We follow your exploits, Alex, and you just keep getting faster. This is an incredible result. You can see his average pace of 5:56. I don't know how many of you have tried to run a mile in less than 6 minutes, but it's not easy. So really great things this week. Who knows what's going to happen next week, but wanted to congratulate everyone for that. Thank you.